Hey guys, welcome to Cheese Studios, and today we're going to be creating a fast-paced 3D roguelike first-person shooter. But before we get into making the game, here's a brief rundown of what it's going to be like. So you're going to have a weapon that you'll use to take out these enemies, which are going to be a cube, rectangle, cylinder, capsule, or sphere. And you'll reverse these enemies depending on the section of levels you're in. And all of this is going to be in some neon type of style to make it look cooler. So your goal is to survive for a certain amount of time without the enemies hitting you, and you have to try to take out as many of them as possible. Otherwise, you're going to have to restart the level if they hit you. This is the basic idea of the game, but there's going to be a lot more features coming in the future, so be sure to stay tuned. So without further ado, let's jump into making weapons and enemies in this video. So this is what I have in my project so far. I have a first-person character controller that I actually got from a Unity asset package, and it's really helpful to get started off, and I'll link it in the description. And I also got this weapon model from devassets.com, as you can see here. And it's really helpful, but right now this weapon model doesn't actually do anything. It's just here, so I'm gonna have to add some function to it to make it an actual weapon. So let's get straight into doing that. So I started off with making the basic weapon mechanics. I made it so that when you shoot the enemy object, you would destroy it. I also made this simple crosshair and made an enemy cube. And now when you shoot the cube, it disappears. I then started to make a muzzle flash effect using Unity's particle system that would appear every time you click. And this is what it looks like. I also made an impact particle effect when you shoot. After this, I got working on an ammo system and then create a simple animation when you reload. And this is what it looks like. And while working on these animations, I decided to make an animation for when you're moving. And I made it so the gun moves back and forth when you're moving, so it isn't as static. After this, I moved away from working the weapon and started working on the enemy spawning system. Then after some work, I made it so the enemy would chase after you using Unity's navigation system. And I also had a particle effect when you destroy the enemy to make it a bit cooler instead of the enemy just disappearing out of existence. And then this devlog added a neon shader that really makes the game look a lot less like a prototype and more like a finished game. But this is only the beginning, and in the next video we're going to be working on actually adding levels to these base mechanics. And also be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos, and also make sure to like as it really helps out. And finally, if you have any feedback about the game, be sure to drop a comment. Anyways, that's all for this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya!